The purpose of this video demonstrates the workflow for the VITEK COMPACT PRO. Note: once suspensions are prepared and test cards are loaded into the cassette must be loaded into the filler station within 30 minutes to preserve sample viability. This process can be accomplished using the VITEK FlexPrep software workflow or using a cassette worksheet for the load and go workflow. To load a cassette into the filler station, check that the filler station is ready to load a cassette indicated by the presence of the Start Fill button on the home screen of the GUI touchscreen, the status indicator icon, System Status Indicator LED, and Fill Indicator LED will all be green. Open the fill door and place the cassette into the chamber. Close the fill door completely. On the touchscreen, press the Start Fill button to initiate the filling cycle. The Fill Indicator LED will change to a solid blue color. Note: during the fill cycle, you may press the Cancel button if you do not wish to transfer the cassette to the loader. If Cancel is pressed, you can later press Resume Fill to continue the process and proceed then placing into the load station. The fill cycle will complete before the cancellation takes effect. During the fill cycle, changes in air pressure is used to fill the cards with the sample suspensions. The samples are mixed during this and drawn into the wells of the card. The entire filling process takes approximately 1 minute. When the fill cycle is complete, indicated by a blinking blue Fill Indicator LED, the load door will unlock and the load door LED will turn green. Remove the cassette from the filler station and close the fill door. Check the saline level in the tubes after filling. A small amount of suspension will remain in the tube. Important: cassettes must be transferred to the load/unload station within 10 minutes of fill cycle completion. Open the load door when the load door LED is solid green and place the cassette into the cassette load/unload station. The cassette image will appear on the home screen. The instrument will scan the barcodes on both the cassette and the test cards. Note: it is recommended that the user monitor the barcode scanning process until all cards are successfully scanned. When all cards are scanned, the instrument plays either a cassette success or cassette exception alert. The cassette moves to the sealer station, located within the cassette load/unload station. The contents of the test card are sealed by a heated wire that melts the plastic tube, dropping part of it into the test tube while sealing the rest to the test card. This process emits small, non-toxic fumes. Once the test cards are sealed and their barcodes have been successfully read, they proceed to the incubation and reading stages. The test card transport system advances the cassette to a designated position where a mechanism known as the card loader takes over. This mechanism transfers each individual test card into an assigned slot on the carousel. The carousel serves as the incubator with an average temperature of 35.5 degrees. Unloading a cassette. When all the test cards are loaded, the instrument automatically moves the cassette to the load door. A blinking blue LED at the load/unload station indicates an empty cassette is ready for removal. The GUI touchscreen will show a cassette is ready to be removed. A red LED on the load door indicates an error requiring user attention. Open the load door and remove the cassette from the instrument. Close the load door. Note: a small amount of liquid suspension remains in the tubes. If not performed earlier for AST tests, this residual liquid can be used to prepare a purity plate as per your facility's protocols. Dispose of cassette materials in accordance with laboratory safety protocols and local biohazard waste regulations. You may now reuse the cassette for additional test card processing. Test cards continue to process. Once the data is collected and the results are available, the used cards are discarded into the waste bin. The instrument's touchscreen shows the waste bin level, and when it's full, a message will appear prompting disposal. The bin is then removed from the instrument. Empty into a biohazard container in accordance with your laboratory safety protocols and local biohazard waste regulations. For more details, refer to the VITEK COMPACT PRO user manual. Thank you for watching.